The cursed mountain path. Rizwan and Usman had always been thrill-seekers, chasing the next big adventure. This time, their curiosity led them to the infamous mountain pass, hidden deep within the dense forest. Legends spoke of travelers who ventured in but never returned. Some said the path was cursed, others believed an unseen force guarded its secrets. But for Rizwan and Usman, it was just another story, one they were eager to prove wrong. They set off at dawn, their backpacks strapped tightly as they navigated through the thick undergrowth. The early morning light barely pierced through the towering trees, casting long shadows on the ground. First, the journey felt normal. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds and rustling leaves. But as they ventured deeper, the air grew colder, the silence heavier. The usual chatter of animals faded, replaced by an eerie stillness that made the hairs on their arms stand on end. "You feel that?" Usman muttered, glancing over his shoulder. "Yeah," Rizwan admitted. "It's too quiet." Then a flicker of movement, a shadow darting between the trees. Gone in the blink of an eye. Both men stopped in their tracks, scanning the trees. Nothing. Just the dense foliage stretching endlessly in every direction. "Probably just an animal," Rizwan said, forcing a chuckle. "Let's keep going." They picked up the pace, weaving through the tangled roots and uneven ground until they reached a narrow stone path leading up the mountainside. It was cracked and weathered, overgrown with moss and vines. A gust of wind howled through the trees, carrying with it a whisper, faint, almost indistinguishable. Usman shuddered. "Did you hear that?" Rizwan hesitated before shaking his head. "The wind plays tricks up here. Come on." They stepped onto the path, moving cautiously as the incline grew steeper. The deeper they went, the darker it became. The sunlight struggled to break through the thick canopy, casting only patches of light that danced unsettlingly against the rocks. Then it happened. The ground beneath Usman's feet crumbled. He let out a sharp cry as he slipped, his body plunging into a hidden crevice. "Usman!" Rizwan screamed, rushing to the edge. Darkness, a gaping hole in the earth, swallowing his friend whole. Rizwan wasted no time. He grabbed the rope from his backpack, securing it to a nearby tree before lowering himself down. The descent was slow, every second stretching unbearably. The deeper he went, the colder it became. His breath turned into visible puffs of air. "Usman, can you hear me?" No response, only silence, and then breathing, not his own, right behind him. He froze, heart pounding. Slowly, hesitantly, he turned his head. A figure stood in the darkness, human in shape but wrong in every way. Its face was shrouded in shadow, its limbs unnaturally elongated. And its eyes, there were none. Only hollow pits of darkness staring straight at him. Rizwan couldn't move, couldn't breathe. Then the figure moved. Sudden lurch. A whisper close to his ear. "You shouldn't have come." And then everything went black.